today, reality, we still outside. Mind on the riches, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boy stocks on the rise, Charlie. This flex know they ready. See, we're not a ride nobody way. We're the ones who started with it. Translation, Yani had to buy, Yani had yelling hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it. That's how you know we lit.
Trust, we ain't taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Dance. Where's the love in the streets? Pour my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when we ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful that people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cutscene, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Baby for lunch, but we call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them don't get the same. Me and them don't get the same. For that, they gon' know who the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only come for the money bags. And I don't really wanna be famous. You know what's stop. You know what's stop. You pretend. You gonna lie. You know the gang. You know what's stop.
Crazy, we going crazy. We at the top and we never gonna stop. Hop in a ghost, I'ma get swayzy. I just got off of the jet and I cry. I win in a Humvee, I lie. I be on go cause I come from the shot. I'm shooting back, I ain't ducking no shots. Got power like Samson, I cut off the locks. Sharek, Timmer, in the cut like I'm Fredo Santana. Buju Banton, I hop in the Bama, the world is mine. I'm Tony Montana, I'm Pelican Fly. Diamonds on me cause I'm rapping a rock. I'ma go hard, I ain't killing them soft. I'm up in the hills, I feel like I'm Lauren, you ready or not? I like who got businesses, I'm CEO of mine. 1980, Prezi, Rolly, we been working overtime. The witness, the police, the pigs, I don't eat swine. Son of Jacob, this biblical, my flow, the holy God. Save money ground up in the gutter where they found us.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Minnesota Vikings and the Miami Dolphins. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Miami. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Throwing to start here is Tua. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw and coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And the slot man goes in motion left. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. This one complete to Jonh MAdden. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Tua now on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a South Florida native, Patrick Peterson. And the Vikings will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
Following the interception, Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. Steps away to his left. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Minnesota. 49 yards. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Vikings use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Joseph now to kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by a South Florida native, Patrick Peterson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown. Then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out, still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now a throw here to his running back. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain of 39 that time.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
The first carry for the North Texas man, it's Jeff Wilson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. And the slot man goes in motion left. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. In motion, Hill. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The kick by Sanders is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Now Cousins. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he goes out of bounds, it looks like right at the 50.
Now a second down and 6.
Cousins now from the 50. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Cousins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Now Cousins on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert, taken down at the 47-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the 1st. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Let's go. Black 40. Chris, 52. You don't blink.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running the counter with Mostert. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. On play action, here's Tua. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Cedric Wilson, 40 yards. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
And he will bowl his way in there for the 2 points. Nothing fancy there on that 2-point try. Give it to the big boy, let him go to work.
That almost felt like sandlot football that we used to play, didn't it? Biggest guy on your team who can carry the ball, hand it to him and let him rumble.
Nobody picked me on the sandlot football team.
You were quarterback, and I know better.
I was the water boy.
Boy, they're down only 1 score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And did the Dolphins get it? Yes. Miami football. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Well, let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition, sometimes you get a little bit of a lull to start things off. Maybe you get a little flat, but if you put in that time, you put in that effort, it can come back to you, and that's what we're seeing so far.
Now can they keep that momentum going? A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He's going to wind up and air it out. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
They'll run right side with Mostert.
And he's got some space here. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Sanders' kick is good. And that will tie our score at 14. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. They run it again with Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A nice stick and stop for a loss here from Jalen Phillips. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And his throw is incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. And now it's 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. A 1st down throw for Cousins. He's going to let it go again. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Wilson. And some room to roam now. And all the way
inside the 15 before they drop it. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. What we saw there, that's what we know that he can do. He can break tackles and turn them into big runs, and that's what he did.
And what is the buzz phrase nowadays in football for a guy like that? Contact balance. The ability to go through trash, come out the other side, avoid and run through contact, and keep your balance.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now it's Tua. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki on the pass from Tua Tagovailoa. And the Dolphins have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this 3rd quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the 2nd half.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this 2nd half.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter.
Joseph now to have the PAT. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. In motion, Hill.
Second down, here's Mostert again.
And he'll be taken down right around the 27. The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
They'll try and run here with Mostert.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, it's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion.
Here we go, set, 50, green, triple 38. Here we go. 6 guys.
The slot man in motion right. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Fight, 97.
Check. Slam.
Hey.
In motion, Hill.
Ready, cut, go.
On 2nd down, Mostert.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
43 rail, 6, Mega. Hey.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Ready, go.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
He may go back to the huddle and have a little discussion with his passer. You know, maybe you don't have to leave me quite that much. But on that play, bailed him out in a big way, didn't he?
He did indeed. Hey, at least he gets to put it on the highlight reel. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. To throw again on 2nd down. Tua eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down in distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down. And he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Back to the running game with Mostert. And oh, he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have a Dolphins 1st down by a good couple of yards as they get 3 there on 4th and inches. A give, this is Wilson. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they'll send the slot in motion left. A run with Mostert up the middle.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down.
Here's Tua.
Dancing to his left.
And Tua going to slide to a halt, but he will have the first down.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Could this be the drive that ultimately wins the game? How about the initiative he just took there? Running with it after he couldn't find a throwing lane, and he drove them into range for a game-winning field goal with that play. What an opportunity they've been presented to come through with the win.
They'll run the draw with Mostert.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick here is good. And it'll be a good time in South Beach tonight. The Dolphins have won the game. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.